Welcome back. Moving on with our tutorial, we talked about session the last time, and we have a problem here, which is like a bug. Every time we refresh the page, the error message is still the same. We need to take care of that. So come back to our page here. This is still fine. We need to do something here, but it's still fine for now. Coming back to our page here, which is the register page, we started a session here. One thing we can do is every time the page loads, we need to refresh this session. Or another alternative is every time after we print out the session here, we need to then empty it. So if we go back to our resource here, there is a way to empty the session that we have. Let's see. Where is it? There is okay. So there is session destroy and session unset. What do? They remove all global session variables and destroy the session. So this means you can empty that session, and when the page is refreshed, it will not display this error because it is now empty. So let's do that. So if it is set, do all this, and then after printing it out, write in here. Hopefully this solves the problem. I'm going to do the session, actually lowercase, session destroy, but I'll set first, and set, and then save that. So let's try it out. Refresh our page. Expect all parameters, one parameter given. Sorry, it should be this way. Right, so let's try it out. Submit all this and then submit. I have two errors. Let me refresh, and the error is now gone because I don't have any error anymore until I submit, then the error comes back. So we've been able to do that, but just to test this out, let's also use session destroy. Sometimes we use both. I don't know why people use both. I have found myself using both sometimes, just to be sure that it actually gets cleared. Let's refresh and see if it works. That also works. So you can either use this to unset all the sessions you already have, or just destroy everything. Either way, you will have a system that is able to display the error and then clear the error message when it is needed. Right, so moving on now, we still have we have much time left, so we can still do more here. Next step we are supposed to do after displaying the error message to the users. Okay, so let me give you something here to do. Display proper messages to the user. This means give more accurate feedback to the user. Okay, we also said something about instead of, so let's try this out. I filled my first name, my last name, and my email and my password, but I did not select the gender, I didn't select designation and no department. Once I submit it and it comes back here with this error message, it clears my form. We do not want that. Well, this is displaying because my browser has this autofill thing. So we don't want this to happen. What we want is when they come back here with this error message, it fills, it returns their value here. You can do that with sessions too, which means I can save these values gotten from here into different session variables and then use that here. So let's try it out. I can say session first name equal to first name. So this way I'm keeping this in this session and then I can use this on this page. Right in my input field and say value equals, so I want my value to be equal to whatever I get here, but my value should be filled only if this session is set and it is not empty. So how can we do that? Let's do a little bit of manipulation here. I'll move this to second line, and in here I'm going to have my PHP tag. So I said earlier some time ago that you can have a PHP tag in any part of your page. So now I have the opportunity to do some checks in here even though I'm inside this input field. So I can say if basically I can do the same check I did there. So let's copy this and put it right here. I'm checking for first name. I'm checking for, well, that's wrong. First name. So I'm checking if first name session is set and if it is not empty. That means this form has already been submitted. And so I can print out the value this way. I can say value equals to um, session first name. If I can only spell it, or can I just paste it? Yes, I can. And then I'm going to empty that session because the same issue we had earlier might happen. And I don't want to destroy the session. Of course, this destroy would affect this, but I still want to empty it so that now it is just empty after I have printed it out. And I'm going to take this out. No need to destroy the session more than once. I'm already doing that here. Okay, so basically I'm doing a check inside my input field. I'm saying if this form has been submitted, then this session will be set. And then I can display that value inside the input field. Let's try it out. Then I can give more explanation of that. I'm going to fill my first name obviously because that's what I'm trying to tell. And I'm going to click on submit. And you see when I came back, my first name is still there. And then it says you have 3 errors, but the rest were cleared off. So let's give it another try and say my first name now is session, so that you'll be sure that it's not browser field. I'm going to submit this, came back with, but there is a problem here because this is not working. Okay, I need to refresh my page so that session can be destroyed and retrieved. Okay, let's try it now. Test session and submit it. That's not working. I'm not sure why. Let's find out why. So up here, I'm going to print out my session again. Okay, I'm going to print out my session and just see what that does. It's empty. Let's fill it and submit. And my first name is Shane. What's going on? My first name is always Shane. Okay, because I entered Shane. So let's try something else. Testing. Submit it. My first name is now Shane testing. However, here it is printing out the wrong thing. Okay, let's see why. The value is not getting added. I'm not sure why yet. So I'm echoing out this here. If this is set and it is not empty. Okay, let's take this out. All right, so echo out, echo value equals. Let's just find out why this is not working. Let's terminate that. Come back here, refresh it. Okay, that got printed out. That means there's nothing wrong with the echo statement. Let's see if our check is the problem. It's possibly my check. So right here, I'm going to say, if that is done, do that. Else, do this. Echo something wrong. I should set this to the value so it appears in that box. Okay, let's refresh this. Something wrong gets printed out. That means this our check here is not returning the value should return. This check is saying if this is set and this is not empty. What's my session called here? Is it first name? Yes, it is. And I also have it here. Undefined index first name. It is not set yet until I submit. And now it is set. Now it is set, and this returned something. Okay, I'm going to try to figure out why it is not working well because I've already got it to my 10 minutes, and then in the next video I'm going to explain it.